Day one of the largest U.S. healthcare workers.
Baltimore authorities have yet to find a suspect involved in a shooting at Morgan State University.
USC moved to cashless businesses because of the pandemic. Now, an LA City Council policy might change that.
Annenberg TV News is next.
Let them know it's a bunch of hocus pocus. Fight for a right. Yes.
Tens of thousands of Kaiser Permanente workers across 5 states in Washington, D.C. began striking today. Hi, I'm Marco Ramirez.
I'm Hanah Abualhaj. Today's strike is the largest healthcare strike in U.S. history. Reporter Michael Mellinger is live at Kaiser Permanente on Sunset. Michael, what's going on there?
Marco, Hanah, thank you guys so much. Absolutely. As the labor movement moves across the country, we're here live at Kaiser Permanente, one of many hospitals across the country where more than 75,000 workers are on strike right now. Strikes began at 3 a.m. on the East Coast and 6 a.m. here in California. Workers saying they're striking for better pay and better benefits. Workers telling Annenberg earlier today that they want to be able to care for their patients.
We're striking because we need to resolve the staffing crisis that's been going on for too long, We need more workers to help us so we can take better care of our patients. We don't want to shuttle the patients around like cattle.
And we just make sure that workers are not being violated with their rights, and make sure we get a fair contract at the end of the day, because we want to be at work.
And workers earlier today talking to Annenberg Media, but I'm joined right here now by Lakeisha Howes, who is a strike captain and on the bargaining team. Lakeisha, day one coming to a close right now. We know he's going to be back out for day 2 and day 3 on Thursday and Friday, but what progress, if any, has been made today?
The progress that was made today, we were united. We had a very great turnout today, and I'm very proud of my facility showing up and showing how strong we could be. And if we keep up this momentum, Thursday and Friday, I believe that Kaiser will see that we are very serious.
And can you talk about any of the specifics? Being on the bargaining team, what is going on inside with the negotiations?
So we've been bargaining since April, and actually our negotiations are over. Our contract was up on September 30th. I was disappointed that we did not reach an agreement, but the reason why was Kaiser was slow to address concerns that were important to us. Of course, we did address the short staffing problem in our facilities, which we were glad to get out of the way. They agreed that they need to hire more people so that we can work more effectively. But the thing is, after that, everything that mattered to us that didn't benefit them, like wages, like our bonus that we didn't get, but our managers got. We have a labor management partnership, or we used to have a labor management partnership. And now it's disclosed that we didn't get our PSP. They gave us a retention bonus. They taxed the mess out of our retention bonus. And it's like we were heroes at one point in time, and we don't feel that they appreciate us.
Lakeisha, thank you guys so much. I know you'll be out here Thursday and Friday again. They're also telling me that other unions will come out here Thursday and join you guys in solidarity. Workers' families coming out here on Friday. Live from Los Angeles, I'm Michael Mellinger.
Classes are canceled for the rest of the week at Morgan State University in Baltimore. 5 people were shot last night during the school's homecoming festivities. A dispute broke out between 2 small groups outside a campus building. This is the 3rd year in a row that a shooting has taken place at MSU during homecoming week. Annenberg Media talked with a student who was on campus when the shooting happened.
The aura was just very dark. It was sad. It was depressing. It was supposed to be a very fun, week for us, or it's our homecoming week. So it just kind of took the joy out of everything. I think going forward, we just need to really tighten up on security and make sure that students are not feeling like they are so vulnerable. I really just pray for everyone, especially the victims, those that are injured, and their families. It just feels like there's kind of a dark cloud over our school right now.
So far, police have not arrested any suspects in the shooting.
An unusual accident happened outside the USC Hotel on Figueroa this morning. One person was taken to the hospital after a car flipped over in the middle of the road. The crash closed part of Figueroa Street, affecting commuters' access to campus. But by 9 a.m., the road was open to the public. LAPD officers could not say what caused the car to flip over, but some bystanders had a lot to say.
Seems pretty extreme. I hope everyone's okay. It looks pretty bad.
With our swift communication with USC, with all of our permit partners, we're able to open up other gates to ensure that people are able to get into their work.
USC's Department of Public Safety confirmed that no USC students were involved in the accident. No details on the victim's condition are available at this time.
In a historic vote, the U.S. House of Representatives ousted its Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Now the search is on for a new Speaker. North Carolina Representative and McCarthy ally Patrick McHenry is now serving as the acting Speaker. The House plans to conduct a vote for a new Speaker on 1 week from today. There are now two confirmed contenders in the race, Republicans Jim Jordan of Ohio and Steve Scalise of Louisiana. Under the Constitution, the Speaker doesn't have to be a member of Congress, leading to speculation that former President Trump could be considered. Other possible speakers include Kevin Hern and Patrick McHenry. A political professor says deciding on a speaker may take longer than expected.
Given the divisions that currently exist within the Republican caucus in the House of Representatives, that's a very ambitious timeline. It's not impossible for them to get this done within a week, but it's very unlikely because it's probably going to take a lot more time than that for them to resolve their differences so that they can agree on a speaker and move forward.
Florida's Matt Gaetz called for the vote to oust McCarthy. Today, leaders in his party want to oust him from the caucus.
Last Friday, a group of Armenian students protested an Annenberg event featuring the Turkish ambassador to the U.S. They spoke out against the humanitarian conditions of their former community in Azerbaijan. Here is what the Turkish Graduate Student Association had to say. The TGSA posted a statement saying, "We condemn the recent acts of hostility and prejudices witnessed on the USC campus." A video was played on the TGSA social media claiming to show Armenian protesters attacking Turkish diplomats. Tensions were already high between the Armenian and Turkish communities, and some students feel caught in the middle.
The incident that happened on Friday makes me ashamed to be Turkish. I have always supported Armenia and have always condemned the Turkish government for as long as Erdogan has been in power. I have the Turkish flag tattooed on the back of my neck, and it makes me ashamed to wear, clothing that might reveal that because I don't want to be perceived as a Turkish nationalist. And it just makes it very difficult for me to be proud of my heritage.
We reached out to the Armenian Student Association. They deny claims of violence. The statement says no ASA members participated in any non-peaceful actions or rhetoric, which we do not condone as an organization. The Turkish Graduate Student Association did not respond to our request for comment.
The Los Angeles City Council took the first step in banning cashless businesses. We spoke to one small business owner who wants to keep different payment options for her customers.
I think it's important for business to accept cash because when I go to an event, there's still so many people paying cash. And people go into the market, sometimes they carry cash okay, I have a budget of $100, so 520 bills. So a lot of people still use cash to keep track of their budgeting. During my experience, a lot of people still pay cash. And I try to provide all different ways for people to pay and just make it easier for them and also easier for me. Yeah.
The council voted 13-0 on a motion to start work on the policy. Many stories in the Los Angeles area, including those on USC's campus, moved toward a cashless policy due to the pandemic. We spoke to a student about why some customers still prefer cash.
I think it is important to accommodate for everybody in the city. It's a very large city. It's a very drastic change in demographics, especially from one side of the city to the other. Some people need cash, some people get paid in cash. When you can't accommodate for everybody, it puts the people who are already in a disadvantage at a further disadvantage.
In a statement to Annenberg Media, USC said, quote, "The transition to cashless for many of our businesses was made during the COVID pandemic. The university hasn't taken a position on the proposed city ordinance and will comply with the law if it is changed." The city's next step is to examine how other communities handle cashless businesses. The chief legislative analyst will work with the city attorney to recommend a policy. After that, the council will vote on the issue again.
The LA Metro is celebrating Clean Air Day by giving passengers free rides on trains, buses, and bikes all day. October 4th was declared Clean Air Day in California as a push to improve air quality in the state. A recent study by the American Lung Association gave LA an F for air quality. Taking the Metro decreases greenhouse gas emissions and reduces air pollutants in the LA County region, which can improve air quality. We spoke to a Metro employee who said their goal is to improve air quality and travel time.
Of the emissions, harmful emissions, come from vehicles of all types. And so as part of what a Metro's missions is to encourage the use of transit and also to alleviate congestion. So one of the ways we do that is to move more people with less vehicles. So, at certain times of the day that you're just stuck, right? To go a mile, it could take you 20 minutes. But whereas if you're on the Metro, it hopefully would take you a lot less time to go that far.
California has the worst air quality in the U.S., with the top 5 cities all coming from the state. They are Bakersfield, Visalia, the Fresno area, Long Beach, and Sacramento. California students can apply for U-Passes online at transnet.usc.edu.
Were you startled by a loud noise from your phone today? Don't worry, it was just a test.
The full Mean Girls movie was uploaded to TikTok this week. Social media students say it's an effective marketing strategy.
After a 5-month break because of the writer's strike, late night hosts are back. All that and more coming right up.
Fushigi!
Fushigi, I don't know what it is, but it's the coolest thing ever, and I can do it.
Hi, I'm Tim Goey, and this is Fushigi. We're gonna show you how to unlock the secrets of Fushigi, the magic gravity ball. No strings, no tricks. Magic? Maybe. An illusion? You decide. You can make Fushigi defy gravity and appear to float in midair with maneuvers like the prayer cross, the enigma, levitation, and so many more. It floats, it levitates, it will confuse the senses with its mind-blowing movements. Young or old, big or small, anyone can Fushigi from the minute they pick up the magic gravity ball. And with a little practice, you can conquer Fushigi.
This is so amazing.
I think it's fabulous.
I get it now.
Everyone loves Fushigi, and you don't have to be a magician. It's relaxing, even therapeutic. Best of all, it's just amazing. It floats.
It's awesome. Fushigi.
From basic maneuvers to the advanced, even control more than one Fushigi at a time. You can do this. Mystify, amaze, and confuse your friends in just minutes. Now it's your turn to master Fushigi.
Fushigi!
It's sick. It's so much fun. I love it.
It's amazing!
I love it!
Me too!
My grandson, he's 16. He would love one of those. I want to buy it now.
Fushigi. Call now to order Fushigi.
This is a nationwide test of the Emergency Alert System, issued by the Federal Emergency Management Agency.
At 11:20, the Federal Emergency Management Agency sent its nationwide emergency alert to every phone. Some students were startled by the alert. Others think it is an important tool for communicating emergencies.
It was really interesting to see how much technology can influence it and how the government can actually talk to us through technology in that sense without having to download an app or anything like that, which I thought was really crazy.
And the lecture kind of just went silent. It kept going on throughout the entire course of the lecture, so we just had an Amber Alert ambiance for the whole thing.
The FEMA test was apparently successful, showing that the system is able to reach phones and televisions across the U.S.
Some good news for college students. The Biden administration has approved $9 billion in student loan forgiveness for 125,000 borrowers.
When I ran for president, I vowed to fix our broken student loan program. Today, I'm announcing my administration has approved an additional $9 billion in relief. It's good for our economy, it's good for our country, and it's going to change their lives.
College students have the opportunity to receive federal financial aid through the FAFSA application, which opened on Monday.
The FDA approved a new COVID vaccine provided by Novavax. Unlike other vaccines, this vaccine is protein-based. The vaccine will be available for people 12 and older. The FDA says the new vaccine will provide better protection against serious consequences of the current variant of COVID. A USC pharmacy professor says the formulation of this vaccine is different, which makes it suitable for people that are skeptical about the mRNA vaccines.
There is a difference between the mRNA vaccines, which are the ones from Pfizer and Moderna, and the adjuvanted protein-based vaccine, which is from Novavax. So Novavax is the one that was approved today. That one is using a production platform that is more seen as traditional, the same manufacturing processes as your flu shots, for example.
USC Chief Health Officer Sarah Van Orman said the COVID vaccine will be available at the USC pharmacy in the next few days.
This next story is not a regular story, it's a cool story. You know what's so fetch? In honor of Mean Girls Day on Tuesday, Paramount streamed Mean Girls in 23 segments on TikTok.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
It's almost 20 years since Katie Heron wore pink on Wednesday, and the classic teen comedy is still a favorite across generations. Does this mean Paramount and other movie companies will embrace TikTokification to stream content? We talked to a USC sophomore on the film's marketing tactic to drop an entire movie on a social platform.
TikTok is a really strong marketing strategy, especially in reach. We get a lot of opportunities both as people with very big followings and as more micro influencers to kind of partner with different brands. And I think that's smart on the brand's end because it makes things a lot cheaper for them and it can help them reach really big audiences and kind of more directly the audiences they want to, like a lot of brands who are aiming for college kids.
We will see which movie studio decides to stream the next big movie via TikTok. And speaking of Mean Girls, on Wednesdays we wear pink. But Erika, what should we be wearing with the upcoming weather?
Well, Hannah, I'm channeling my inner Karen Smith ESPN, and something's telling me it's 30% chance of sunny already outside, and you should be wearing pink. But let's confirm that with the current temperatures. Right now, outside, it is 83 degrees and sunny, a beautiful October evening in Los Angeles. You may have noticed temperatures started to go into a warming trend starting on Monday. Looking at the 5-day weather forecast, it is evident that a heat wave is striking over Southern California. Tomorrow it's going to be 96 degrees and sunny, sunshine, clear, low 64. Same thing on Friday. Temperatures are getting high up towards the triple digits. Good thing the winds are going to stay nice and calm as we are entering into Santa Ana season. Want to keep the temperatures going down, winds going down to prevent wildfires. Moving down into the weekend, Sunday to Monday, things start to cool down, temperatures lower. It's going to be a little bit more foggy on Monday, patchy clouds. So for the parents in town this weekend, well, Mom and Dad, welcome to Southern California's sunshine and heat. If you are enjoying the outdoor activities this weekend, bring your parents to the bookstore, get some nice matching USC baseball caps, wear your sunscreen, hydrate, because it is going to be a hot football game. Speaking of the heat, and I mean, are we in Arizona this weekend or California, Thomas? Which team is burning up?
Yeah, Erika, it seems like the Wildcats brought that Arizona heat. Alex and I talk about USC football's place in the polls, hear about women's soccer's hot streak, and women's basketball's non-conference schedule is finally out. All that and more next on ATVN Sports.
I'm working for an hourly wage. I went to high school, didn't do great. Still I gotta make more cash. More education is what I'm looking at. When I get a degree, I will make a bigger salary. So now I've got to see which college is right for me. I went on the internet and found Education Connection. I took some free tests to find out my direction. I'm taking my classes online, getting my degree on my own time. Education Connection matched me with the right college for free. Get connected for free with Education Connection. Get connected for free with Education Connection.
Log on now and get your free success kit worth $100. Log on now to educationconnectiontv.com. That's educationconnectiontv.com.
There's a new pet.
Chia.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, bulls. There's even a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
The Chia Pet and Chia Tree are available at Kmart, Rite Aid, Ames, and Woolworth. Makes a great gift.
Welcome back to ATVN Sports. I'm Thomas Johnson.
And I'm Alex Buettgen. The 9th-ranked USC football team will return back to the Coliseum for the first time in a month. It's the Trojans against the Arizona Wildcats this Saturday. USC currently sits at 5-0 after a crucial win in Boulder last weekend. Meanwhile, Arizona is 3-2, coming off a close loss at home against number 7 Washington. The Wildcats may be without one of their stars, as quarterback Jayden de Laura is listed as questionable, putting him at risk of missing his second straight game. So Thomas, we mentioned the Trojans are ranked 9th, but last week they were ranked 8th, and they have been ranked as high as 5th. Why do you think this team keeps winning games but dropping spots in the rankings?
Look, Alex, this might be a crazy thing to say, but it's because the USC offense scores way too quickly, not helping out the defense at all. Let's look at that Colorado game. First touchdown drive, they scored in 2 minutes, 27 seconds. Second touchdown drive, 48 seconds. Third touchdown drive, 1 minute and 19 seconds. They're scoring way too fast. They're not ticking down the clock enough, putting the defense on to the field for way too long.
Right, and you're mentioning the defense. I think the defense has to do a lot more. They're letting teams score on them too easily. Arizona State with their backup quarterback is putting up points. Colorado came back from down 34-7 to put up 40 plus. We got to step it up on defense if we want a shot at cracking the top 4.
Well, Alex, do you really think USC deserves to be moving down in the polls like they have been in the past couple weeks?
If we're winning, we shouldn't be moving down. It's unbelievable. Maybe a spot or two, but not 4.
I think I'd tend to agree with that, but at this point, it does not matter. USC will be playing 4 other ranked teams towards the end of the year, can potentially vault over some of those teams that are above them.
Right. And if the USC defense can hold firm this week, the stage will be set for a top 10 rivalry matchup against Notre Dame next week.
Let's move over from the gridiron to the pitch, where the Trojans come home this week to take on 2 Oregon schools, coming off a 2-0 weekend up in Washington. The number 15 Trojans are currently on a 4-game win streak after taking down the Washington Huskies and a ranked Washington State team this past weekend. USC now tries to continue its momentum of 3 clean sheets in the last 4 games. The Trojans take on the 0-9-2 Oregon Ducks tomorrow at 3 p.m. before facing off against the 3-4-4 Oregon State Beavers on Sunday at noon. And those 2 games will feature a Trojan who's become an international star. Reporter Madison Hogue talked with soccer player Simi Abualhaj about going to the Paris Olympics.
It was a huge celebration for the Canadian women's soccer team who just qualified for the 2024 Olympics. And for USC junior Simi Abualhaj, it is her time to shine. Abualhaj will be playing midfielder for the Canadian national team in Paris next summer.
The team has literally won gold the last time they were at the Olympics, so qualifying again and getting that opportunity, and this time being on the team and potentially getting that opportunity again as a member of the team is so much cooler.
Abualhaj grew up in Atlanta, where she started playing soccer when she was 7. Since she was 18, Abualhaj has been a member of the full women's national team for Canada.
And it was just awesome seeing Toronto show out and how many fans came and how many people really paid attention to the things that we've done and stuff, so that was cool.
Many young players dream of making it on the professional stage, and for Abualhaj, that dream has become a reality.
That was just the moments that you see on TV and you're that's what I want to be a part of, and that's part of what makes me love the sport and stuff.
Abualhaj goes the extra mile by traveling the extra mile. She flew from Jamaica to Toronto to Pullman, Washington to meet up with her USC Trojans.
I did fly straight to Washington, and I played in the game on Thursday against Washington State.
She may be going to the Olympics with Canada, but for now, the all Pac-12 midfielder is locked in on this season with USC. For Annenberg Media, I'm Madison Hogue.
The Paris Olympics are not until next summer, so now Abualhaj is focused on winning that elusive Pac-12 championship with her fellow Trojans. Next up, 2 important matchups this weekend.
The USC women's basketball team just released their schedule. Coming off a decent season last year, this season brings new hopes as well as new challenges for the Trojans. USC comes into the season ranked 18th in ESPN's Way Too Early poll. However, the Trojans will face 6 other teams ranked in that poll, including 5 Pac-12 teams. The Trojans opened the season against number 6 Ohio State, a team they will see a lot of in years to come. The road doesn't get any easier as they face a stacked schedule of ranked opponents, including Colorado, Stanford, Utah, UCLA, and Washington State. It's been since 2014 since the Trojans last captured a Pac-12 championship, but with the talent and depth on the roster, they have the chance to make their last season in the Pac-12 a memorable one. And that's it for sports today. I'm Alex Buettgen.
And I'm Thomas Johnson. Over to Hanah for a joke.
Anyone know why Lincoln Riley followed Caleb Williams to the bank? That's right, to get his quarterback. Get those cue cards ready because late night shows return this week. We talk to one comedian after the break.
I've replaced your shoelaces with fruit by the foot.
So you did. I replaced your fingers with fruit by the foot.
Bravo. I replaced your bones with fruit by the foot.
Indeed you have. I replaced your guitar strings with fruit by the foot.
Seems like a step backwards, but alright. I replaced your DNA with fruit by the foot. That would be end game, my friend.
Fruit by the foot. Fruit-flavored snack.
Are you guilty of driving while talking on your cell phone?
Hi, Billy Mays here for the Jupiter Jack. The most convenient hands-free device for any cell phone, guaranteed. Plug it into any phone and mount it on the dash. Preset your radio to 99.3 FM and you're ready to go. Jupiter Jack transmits quality sound through the speakers in your car. Instead of hearing music, you hear the other person. No plugs, no wires, no hands. Call now and get the Jupiter Jack for just $40. Order right now and we'll cut the price in half. You'll get the Jupiter Jack for only $19.99. As a bonus, we'll also include the Jupiter Jack phone mount. It mounts easily and adjusts to fit any shape or size phone. Just pay separate shipping and handling. That means you get the Jupiter Jack and the phone mount, a huge value, all for just $19.99.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-346-5231. But call now. We're giving away a bonus dashboard mount with all of today's orders. So call 1-800-346-5231. Call now.
If you've been missing late night programming, worry not. Monday night saw the return of late night talk shows, which had stopped airing new episodes since the start of the writers' strike in May.
We've been gone so long. We've been gone so long, The Bachelor is now a grandfather.
And we have so much news to cover, but I'm going to sum it up all in just 2 words. Taylor Swift. Good night, everybody.
And the thing is, this strike, it's been going on so long, I just don't know if I'll be back.
Late night shows are indeed back following the end of the writers' strike last month. Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, and other late night hosts returned to their popular show, making jokes about everything they missed. For viewers, the return provided some much-needed comedic relief.
Late night is usually played an outsized role in sort of helping frame these presidential elections. I'm glad all of that is back so we can get some comedic relief. And the American public loves it. They love people who take these ideas from the news or these scenarios from the news and put a comedic take on it.
So wonderful to see those programs coming back, bringing smiles to every viewer in their living room.
Thanks for watching Annenberg TV News. From everyone at Annenberg Media, I'm Marco Ramirez.
And I'm Hanah Abualhaj. For more coverage, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Annenberg Media. Good night.